All right, good morning, educators. I hope you had a wonderful rest. And once again, how was your resumption yesterday? Yes, I believe it was a great time to see some of your colleagues, your friends, your school leaders, even your students. I mean, that's joy. You can't really wait. I believe you could not wait to see so many of your students. I mean, it happens to you, right? Yes, several times. I would always yearn to see them, especially in any of the school uniform of the schools I worked with. Okay, I believe you had fun yesterday, reconnecting and shouting Happy New Year and reaffirming what the year is for you with them. All right, so this morning, quickly, we just want to continue with our dose of inspiration. So, once again, you are welcome to Teachers Daily Devotion, where we dedicate it to your growth and to your productivity as a person, not just you in the classroom, but you as a person. And this morning, we are going to be looking at something very special, and that is that skill. Now, when I searched for this particular skill, I discovered that at 2024, this was the top skill to succeed in 2024. And when I did the further research, it still maintained its lead among the top five skills that you need to succeed in 2025. And so you want to learn how this work for you. Please kindly share this broadcast, as you can see, regardless of where you're seeing it, either on Facebook, whether on LinkedIn, or on YouTube. Please share and call the attention of your colleagues that are still sleeping. And I believe you can always watch this anytime. So, what is the skill that we want to look at that can make us succeed in 2025? As you can see on the screen, we are looking at adaptability. So, we are going to be doing series of this. This is part one, adapting without conforming, part one, and then we try and see as many as that we can do so that we can cover it. I mean, we don't know whether it will end in part three or part four, but we keep on doing it until we exhaust what we have in our plan or curriculum, so to say, this morning. So quickly, so let's jump into it now. What is adaptability? I mean, so adaptability is a little bit different from what some people actually term it to be. It is not coping, neither is it conforming. Adaptability is your ability to adjust to a new situation and environment while you are still staying through to your values and purpose. You still maintain your values, you still maintain your purpose, but you are changing to the situation in a very positive way. This is not just about survival, this is about your growth. Somebody who is adaptable, somebody who adapts easily, has a growth mindset, and that is what adaptability is. Adaptability also is not enduring challenges. Okay, it's not trying to blend in, and that is where we want to separate today, this morning, the difference between adaptability and coping. Now, adaptability is growth based, while coping is just enduring, and the one close to it is conforming, where you're just trying to blend in. And remember, yesterday we looked at things that are limiting us, the lead over our lives. This limitation tends to make so many people conform or to start coping. Once they see that, okay, I have a limitation, what can I do? Then is either they conform or they cope. No, the best approach to this is for you to adapt, and we're going to be looking at that. But before I jump into that and see how we can adapt in other series also, let me tell you the story of this particular donkey. I know some of us might have read this in some of our books in the past. You must have read it online too. The story of a donkey that fell inside a ditch. You remember that story, right? The donkey fell inside the ditch, and the farmer the owner now tried all he could to rescue the donkey, but he could not. Of course, the man could not jump into the situation. So he did all he could. At that point, he gave up and he felt like giving the donkey a befitting burial. Meanwhile, the donkey has not died. The donkey was still in the ditch alive but struggling to come out. He felt okay. He gave up. Just the way life at times or people around you can give up on you, thinking that is just your end. And the farmer got his friends, and then they decided to give this donkey a befitting burial. and then each of them got a shovel and started shoveling dirt into the ditch. So initially, when they threw some of these loads of sand and dirt on donkey, the donkey panicked. Of course, I mean, who would not panic anyway? But along the line, as a shovel of dirt landed on the donkey would shake it off and then it will step on it. You know, imagine 10 people throwing dirt at you at the same time and you are shaking it off and you are stepping on it. And that was what the donkey was doing. It will shake it off and then step on it. Before they realized it, the dirt became a platform for the donkey to step higher. And then the people realized it. So they will throw the dirt and they will shout, shake it off and step on it. They will throw the dirt again. They will say, shake it off and step on it. So the donkey was doing it, shaking it off and stepping on it and climbing higher and higher until it climbed to a very good level for it to jump out. And that was how the donkey escaped death and also became an inspiration to other people around and to even you and me today. Now, taking our lesson rather from that donkey, instead of the donkey to conform or to cope with the situation, no, the donkey rather used the negative situation, turned it around in a positive way to become an inspiration today. Now, there are limitations around you, there are challenges around you. Are you coping? No, do not cope. Are you conforming? No, do not conform. Look at the situation and turn it around for your own good. Lastly, before I go into call to action, let's quickly look at another scenario means to cope. To cope means just like you are holding an umbrella inside a storm and you're not moving forward. I mean, that's one analogy I have here. Just you're holding an umbrella and you are not moving forward. That's when you are coping. But when you are adapting, you have your umbrella with you and you are navigating your way through the storm. So, call to action quickly here now. The first thing is this reflection I want you to do. Think about the challenge you are facing currently as a teacher, as a person. Think about that challenge now and then ask yourself one of these two questions. Am I conforming or am I coping? Then you may also want to ask yourself if you are adapting. If you're able to answer this clearly, of course, you're not telling anybody, you're telling yourself the truth. Am I just coping in this work? Am I just conforming to this standard? Or do I still maintain my standard and my value and I am adapting gradually? When you're able to learn, get the right answer here now, then let's go to the second action you want to take. Ask yourself now, this one, or rather, then identify one area where you can shake it off and step on it, then write it down. All these debts that people are throwing at me, at my profession, how can I shake it off and step on it? How can I become an outstanding teacher despite all these challenges? Then write it down and commit yourself to this positive change. Maybe there are a lot of challenges around you. It could even be your own weaknesses, and you discover it. It could be character, it could be proficiency, it could be your strength, how to be competent at work, your competency. Just write it down and then map out how can I improve. Maybe I need to read a book every day. Maybe I need to learn how to talk properly. Maybe I need to learn how to dress properly. Let that be your own motivation. Let the insult be the motivation behind your success. Thank you very much. So before we go today, let's take our words of affirmation and you want to say it as if you mean it, and I believe you mean it, and say this after me. Say, I am adaptable. I am adaptable. I rise above challenges. I turn obstacles into opportunities and thrive in every situation. My strength lies in my ability to grow while staying true to myself. You want to say that again quickly? I am adaptable. I rise above challenges. I turn obstacles into opportunities. I thrive in every situation. My strength lies in the ability to grow while staying true to myself. So I'm going to send this also as a comment where you can also copy it down and say it as you go. Till we meet again tomorrow, where we're going to be looking at some practical steps you can take to inculcate or to develop adaptability. 5 steps you can take to develop adaptability. Just remain successful, remain adaptable, and remain positive. Thank you very much. And as I say all the time, thank you for being a teacher. You are highly celebrated.